Hey, what up, guys? Davey from Peaker's Advantage here, and we are doing another Pickems video, again with Mauisnake, but also this time we have brought in our resident Australian. Cujo is here for the Pickems to contribute whatever he thinks he's going to be able to contribute. We're not totally sure what that is yet, but we'll see. Hopefully it's something. That's all we can hope for.
It's gonna be nothing. Spoiler or
Yeah.
He doesn't mean that.
He's gonna do his best. He's gonna do his best, and that's all we got. Okay, so we're gonna start this off. We're not gonna do the 3-0 and the 0-3 first. Or should we actually? Shit, now that I'm thinking about it, I realize we probably need to do the 3-0 first, don't we? We don't need to do the 0-3
yeah.
first, but we need to do the 3-0 first.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
so we're all gonna pick our 3-0. Then we're gonna have to, if we have different 3-0s, we're gonna have to argue our case or whatever, blah blah blah. And then we're gonna decide as a team what the pick'ems are gonna be when we're done with this. So I'll start. Liquid 3-0, best team in the world. They're gonna go 3-0. Simple as that. Alex.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think it's just they're just too. I mean, they were too good before the break. I have no doubt that they practice well, and just looking at their first round matchup, which is always important when doing these 3-0s, they're playing
Yep.
crazy, and crazy in the challenger stage kind of struck me as a pretty decent train team, which is a map that Liquid doesn't even play anyways, and I'm pretty sure Liquid could beat them on all the other maps, so I'm
All
not
right.
worried.
Cujo, you have any solid input?
No, I have to agree with everything that Alex just said. Liquid 3-0 should be easy for them, easier than it is for Ents. So 3-0 for Liquid, clean
Valid,
sweep all the way through.
valid point. It's always a safe bet just to agree with Alex. He's a pretty smart guy, so we'll just do that. Liquid 3-0. And there's all those people on the no, you don't pick the favorite to go 3-0 because it's free play. Shut up. Shut up. We're playing the game legit. We follow
We
the
play to
rules.
win.
We
We
play to
play to go
win.
all in. Play for that
Exactly.
100%.
All right, now I'm gonna go with just like the one that like the I think the guaranteed next team that's gonna go through Astralis. I think we all think they're going through. They may have fallen off lately, but I think everyone's in agreement that Astralis is going to get through this stage.
Yeah, no doubt. I think they even might not go 3-0. They're playing Dream Eaters, which teams have criminally underrated and underprepared for in the challenger stage, but I still think they're going to win that.
No, it's
And
okay, Alex.
I
Flex
mean,
on
from
them. You
then on.
did say Dream Eaters was going to be good. Go ahead, give them a flex. Flex on everybody right
Yeah, I
now.
did say they were the team to watch. A lot of people were putting them as their 0-3s, but no, Dream Eaters were definitely going to surprise some people. I knew it, but I think Astralis is just too clean, and they're gonna prep. Astralis is such a good org, top to bottom. That's just they put in the work that's necessary. I know some of these teams did not put in that same work. Astralis is going to do. So I think Astralis is. Yeah, I think they're gonna
Yep.
make it through too.
Yep. All right. So the next team going through, Cujo, I want you to pick the next team that you see going through out of the remaining teams.
Out of all the remaining teams, I honestly see North going through.
Oh, he's
Out of
getting
all of them,
controversial.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, they absolutely blasted through the challenger stage.
Eh?
They're looking incredible right now. Kiabi is in top form, which we haven't seen in a very long time. I don't see them not going through the next stage.
No, you're right. Kirby has been owning. Like, he's just been absolutely destroying everybody. I don't know if this is going to continue. Alex, what do you think?
North was actually my 3-0 pick for the challenger stage. I really believed in them. Also, I just feel like these orgs that put a lot into their teams and just kind of have veteran seasoned players, there's a good chance they're going to make it through. Man, picking them to go through though is not as easy. I was considering it, but they were kind of on the edge for me.
It's going to be tough. All right, I'm going to put them in, but I'm going to put them in at the back so that they might have their spot taken by the time we get to the end. But for now, we'll have them going through. Um, okay, Alex, what would you pick for the next team going through?
My next pick would be Navi.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
I
yeah, their
agree.
first,
Just simple. That's all you need to say. Simple. That's it.
yeah, best player in the world. Their live seeding is going to be high enough constantly that they're going to be playing one of the worser teams as they progress through this, and I just think that they've always looked better. They've looked more solid. Zeus has shown that he really prepares for majors consistently. He's not a guy that just is like, it's just another tournament. He doesn't believe that. I don't think he thinks that. He's the guy that's old fashioned. He thinks the major matters more. He's going to make his team believe the major matters more. He's going to prep them for this.
So pretty much what you're saying is Zeus will be the reason Navi goes through. It's a bold
Oh
claim.
no, no, no. It's still simple. It's still simple. But Zeus is he's not gonna slouch as much as he does in like just kind of that random tournament throughout the year, which
Right.
sometimes happens.
All right. No, that's fair. I think Navi's going through for sure. Okay, so my next team, Mouse Sports. Boom, third team going through. I think Mouse Sports has just looked too good during the challenger stage. They did see it. There was a little bit of weakness in there, like you could see where they weren't totally great. They might get through as one of the 3-2 teams. Like I don't think they're going to dominate necessarily, but I think that they have the skill and they'll have the preparation and they'll have everything they need to get through. So I think Mouse Sports is going to go through for sure.
Harrigan's just that type of IGL, isn't he? Just
Yeah.
prepares for everyone and everything. And with all the firepower they have on the team in Rops, Woxic, and Frozen, Chris J being an incredible veteran player, I don't see a world in which they don't get.
Yeah, like people still kind of talk about Robs like he's some young up and coming talent, but he's like a seasoned vet at this point. Like he's been playing for
Yeah.
years. He's played at multiple majors. You got Kerrigan, who's like the most experienced in-game leader we have in CS:GO. Like he's one of the he's one of the most experienced in-game leaders we have in
Premier,
CS:GO. Well, it's like come on, like there's just no I just can't see a world where Mouse Sports doesn't get through this stage. Like they would have to choke super hard, I think, and I just can't see them not being ready for this.
Yeah, I'd probably have to agree too. They were one of my fringe teams, but they still made my cut on my pick'ems.
Yeah. All right, Cujo, what do you got? Who are you thinking for the next one?
Oh, energy,
Yep.
energy for sure.
Yep, I'm with you there.
Again, like they lost their first game to Dream Meters, was it, on Overpass?
Yeah, that delay, like people are kind of underrating how much of a factor that delay had though in
Yeah.
those first two games. Like
Yeah.
if you're the favorite going into a game, you already have the pressure on you, and then there's an hour and a half delay for the first games of the tournament. Like that's just building pressure. You're like it's just not good, and like you lose your whatever warm up you had. You're just sitting there waiting. It's not good. So that when those delays happen, that favors the underdogs big time. I think that's not necessarily the main reason why both of the favorites lost, but it definitely played a part.
I mean, even though they did lose their first game, they clean swept the rest of the games.
Yeah, no, they looked really solid. Like besides that first game on the first day, like they looked really solid for the rest of the game. So I think they'll get through for sure.
Yeah, I think Stanislaw has kind of flown under the radar as a really top world IGL also. I think he has brought a lot to this team, and it showed in the other games. Yeah, that first one, like you said, didn't go as according to plan, but after that, it was smooth sailing for them.
Yep. Okay, so here's where we start getting spicy. Now, Alex, I'm not sure if you would have picked this team to go through, but what do you think of G2's chances?
If I did a And G2 are just, they're really matchup dependent, I think. And they also are a really heavy prep team. If
Mm-hmm.
they, like, I think, like, G2 is one of the best anti-stratting teams in the world right now, I think. You can tell that they shift things up, they change things. When they know their first round matchup, they're probably going to dominate it. So right now they're slated to face off against Navi, which makes me a little worried for Navi in the first round. But I think it's a game that like G2 can take that. They in ESL Pro League last season, the regular season, they actually beat them pretty handily. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't know the score off the top of my head. I'm not gonna pretend like I do. But
All
they
right,
but they were able to
did
beat
you
them
even
there.
did you even prep for this video, Alex? Do you even care about the content? Listen, Cujo, your boss is here. Cujo is here, and if you're not gonna prep for these videos, man, I swear to God.
Yeah, but G2, I think I actually put them making it through. I
All right,
actually did put them as making it through.
Cujo, you think
Yeah.
so too?
I agree. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
100%.
Well, this is where we start
Oh,
getting fucking
100%.
spicy then, boys. This is where we start getting spicy because we got one slot left, two if you include the
Yeah.
north spot. They're kind of on the fringe. And this is where it gets tough because you have FaZe, Vitality, ENCE, and North all fighting for two spots. With all due respect to the other teams, I think Crazy has been great, but I don't think they're going to have the fortitude to get through here. I think NIP, you never really know with them, but looking at just analyzing the teams there on paper and based on current form, you can't put NIP going through. I wish you could. Renegades, of course, they haven't looked great lately. Cujo will be sad
No,
about
they
that.
really haven't. I'm
Yeah.
really upset about that.
I know. our local Aussie here, it's sad. They're letting him down specifically, so that's rough. And then MIBR, of course, is playing with Zeus, and it's not just they're playing with Zeus. Like Zeus is he's not great, but he's a capable player. He doesn't look terrible when he subs in for them. But the fact that he's subbing in for Coldzera, who was their best player, that makes it pretty tough. So like I don't see MIBR going through at all. So then what you have left is you have ENCE, FaZe, Vitality, and North all fighting out for these last 2 spots. Thanks, guys. Way to chip in there, boys. Way to chip in there, boys.
It's tough. Today, I would put FaZe today, actually. And I'm not, and it's like such a lukewarm put him in. It's just,
I know. It's tough,
it's
man.
really tough. If you really want to 100% this, you're just gonna have to look and hope and pray for that, because, man, like ENCE are kind of in a weird state right now because they're maybe kicking. They are kicking their IGL, and how is that going to impact him? Is he going to go off, or is he going to just say screw you guys kind of thing? Like I don't know what the inner workings of that team are looking like right now. FaZe, they've just been mediocre for a while now. Vitality, I would have said Vitality a week ago, but now I can't at all because they barely made it through, you know?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, that's what's weird about Vitality right now is coming into this event, if you had said that you wouldn't be picking them to go through, then, it'd be crazy. Like, of course they're going to go through, right? It's Vitality, the second best team in the world. But based on how they played in the first stage, it's hard to actually pick them to go through. Like, which is weird because, like, you want to pick them to go through because you know how good they can be, but they just haven't shown it at this event so far, and that makes it tough. And I think, like you were saying about ENCE, is ENCE has been kind of falling off slowly lately anyways, added on to the fact that now Alexi B is playing knowing that he's cut after the event's over, so that's a whole weird dynamic, and you just don't know how well they're going to do.
I kind of feel like touching back on Vitality, though, they prepare better for the top teams than they do with the lesser kind of unknown teams. I feel like they might be a bigger chance than the other teams to get through, but it's just a question of whether or not going 3-2 has rattled their confidence.
Yeah. Well, as we've been talking about this, I've actually been thinking that, like, that North is actually a better pick. Like, I think North is actually a good pick. Like, I think we should leave North in there. I don't know what I mean. Obviously, Cujo thinks so. He's the one who picked them. Alex, do you think we should leave North in and then pick between the other three?
Yeah, in the challenger stage, North was my 3-0 pick.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna come out prepared. They had no reason not to. Plus, I mean, and then even seeing them in the challenger stage, that was like a shaky 3-0 a little bit. But at the same time, with how Kirby's form has been, I can't see how they won't right now.
Yeah.
Like they have so many. They're firing on every cylinder right now.
Yeah. Well, then now it comes down to the last pick, and I'm just gonna say I don't think ENCE is getting through. I think their team play was what made them a good team to begin with, not so much their players. And now I think this whole roster situation is gonna disrupt that. I don't know if either of you disagree with that, but I think that now it's got to be between Vitality and FaZe for who's gonna be the last team to get through this.
Yeah, I choose FaZe.
Yeah. What do you think, Cuj?
It's barely, but yeah.
I mean, it's hard because we've seen Vitality play, but we haven't seen FaZe play. We don't know, what they're bringing into the major.
Well, that's why you make the big bucks, to make these big decisions.
Yeah, if I had to choose one right now, I would personally go Vitality over FaZe.
I'm the deciding vote.
Despite the 3-2, I would still go Vitality over FaZe.
Ooh, okay, so I'm the deciding vote here. Oh man, this is tough. I think, like, based on what I've seen in the previous game, in the previous stage, I want to pick FaZe. But like you said, we haven't even seen FaZe play. Maybe FaZe is even worse right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't even know. We don't even know. So because of that, I think I am actually going to pick Vitality to go through as our last team. And if we get this wrong, Alex will be able to rub it in both of our faces that he said FaZe was the team. And plus, this is on my account anyways, so Alex still gets to pick whatever he wants to pick either way. This doesn't actually affect him in any way, so that's perfect. All right, so yeah, I think those are going to be the 7 teams we picked to go through. We have Liquid going 3-0, then we have Astralis, Navi, Mousesports, Energy, G2, Vitality, and North as the teams to go through. I think those. I think that's just about as good as you can get. Honestly, I think we're absolutely perfect humans.
Here's where it gets spicy, though.
Here's where it
0-3.
gets spicy. Okay, so I'm not going to pick one of the CIS teams. I'm done doing that.
No.
I've made the mistake. I'm not picking Dream Eaters or Avantgarde. Crazy is too good. So now.
I know mine.
Ooh.
I know, yeah.
I
I would go-
think.
Okay, you got it.
I think it's going to be MIBR.
Oh, I was gonna go Renegade.
Yeah, Renegades. Look at. There's no wrong answer at this point. I'm just. But I really think it's going to be MIBR.
Even NIP are prime contenders for 0-3 this major, which I thought I would never say in my life.
Yeah, man. Look, it's not like the reason why I'm saying MIBR is just because they're playing with a stand-in who was replacing their best player. Like, that's a huge hit. That's a huge hit for them. Alex, who do they play first round? I forget. I'm blanking right now. Are you looking at it? NIP.
They play NIP,
See,
yeah.
I think NIP will beat them, and then that takes out NIP out of the 0-3 equation. So then. Oh yeah,
okay,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Argue against MIBR.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think NIP is really bad right now. At the ESL Pro League MDL relegation matches, they did not look good.
I know, man. I know.
Sprout, I was casting the German league all season, the domestic German league, and Sprout was like this kind of team that jokes around, they troll and stuff like that, and they were still able to beat NIP in that, and Get Right's been playing. Like, he's been such a hot topic lately. He's been playing the worst Counter-Strike for a while, and it's sad to see, but it's just how it is.
I don't know. I got faith in Chris, man. I feel like Nip's gonna win that first game against MIBR, man. I just think they will, unless they just fuck up like really bad. I don't know.
Tough.
It's so hard, man. It's so hard.
I mean, like, this isn't the first event that MIBR has played with Zeus in.
Yeah, but this is the first time
he's
been. But this is the first time he's been replacing Cold, though.
I know, but when Zeus has stepped in, Fallen and Fur have always stepped up to replace that void. It's just a matter of whether or not the void of Cold Zera.
Yeah, who's gonna step in to fill the void of Cold Zera,
one that they
man?
can't fill in for.
So they played. They played IEM Chicago with no Cold Zera, and
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And Fallen and Fur went absolutely berserk.
Shit, man. I don't know. All right, so are you guys both saying Nip then? Oh, so Cujo's saying Renegades. Alex, you're saying Nip?
Nip have looked so weak, and the thing is that they've played recently enough that teams can prep for them too. I think that plays a big factor in this. Like they had less time to bring new stuff to the table. It might be had a lot of time to work.
Man, I don't know. I guess I can't. I really think NIP is going to beat MIBR in the first game though, so that makes it hard for me to pick Nip. Whatever. I'm going to go with Renegades. I'm going to go with Renegades. I feel like at this point though, guys, any of those isn't a terrible pick at this point. Like anybody doing their Pickems, I feel like any of these is a decent pick.
I can't in good conscience choose Renegades though. That's just.
But you did. You chose Renegades. You chose Renegades.
I'm going to be deported if I physically put that logo into the 0-3 box.
So what are you actually putting there then?
I don't know. But for me, it's between NIP and a Vanguard.
No, you see. Okay, then it's got to be Nip because you can't pick a Vanguard. Yeah, but
I think a Vanguard is really weak.
No, but every time I pick a CIS team to go 0-3, they never do. They never. Think of the last time. Think of the last time a CIS team has actually gone 0-3 though, man.
It doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't happen. Okay.
Didn't Winstrike win some games, or did they really go?
No, they bombed out 0-3.
Oh, you mean of like the last one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, they got through the challenger stage. Right?
I don't know, man. Avantgarde is weak, but whatever. I'm sticking with Nip. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sticking with Nip. I'm sticking with Nip.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Nip it is.
All right. Boom. Picks are locked in. We have Liquid going 3-0, NIP going 0-3, Astralis, Navi, Mousesports, Energy, G2, Vitality, and North going through. This has been the Peakers Advantage crew. Cujo, Mauisnake, and myself, Davey. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we will see you in the next video or the next stream or podcast coming out this week. Make sure you're there. Peace out.